Hey there, friends. It's Mark from Men Who Bullet. Thanks for hanging out with me today as I give you a little bit of an office tour and talk about some of the tools and technology that help me stay productive while working from home. I also want to share with you some of my favorite spots to work from. Over the past 2 years, as many of us had to switch to a full remote working style, I've learned a lot about myself and I've reflected on that and found what I really like. Now, today's video is sponsored by Office Depot Office Max, and I'm going to be sharing with you some of the tools that have helped me be the most productive and flexible and also mobile while working at home. So let's go ahead and get started with one of my first and favorite products that I have that have really helped me change up the way that I work and be super productive. One of the best parts about having a laptop or different devices is that you can be mobile. You can go wherever you need to go. But the way that you input your information as you're working all day long can sometimes be a little bit difficult. And a lot of the times, working with a wireless keyboard is a great way to create that mobility and not have to oddly type on your laptop as you're working. So one of my favorite products that I got is actually this awesome keyboard from Logitech. This is the multi-device keyboard. It's the K380. It's a Bluetooth keyboard. But the coolest part about this keyboard is that you can actually switch between devices with the press of a button. See, these three buttons right here switch between any type of desktop, laptop, smartphone, or tablet. And what's even cooler about this is that it connects to almost everything. Windows, Macs, Chrome OS, Android, iOS, Apple TV, legit everything. So as I'm setting up to work, I like to actually set up my desk to be kind of, I call it command central. I have my laptop set up and then I have my iPad to the side and usually have my phone up on a stand as well as I'm working. Just all the things are always connected. And sometimes switching between those is easier than trying to pick something up and do something else. So for instance, as I'm working on my laptop and typing up my emails and going, sometimes I'll get that ping or that text message. What's super cool about this keyboard is I can actually connect it to my phone. It'll always be there, and I can start emailing and texting straight from my phone using this keyboard. The keyboard itself has a 24-month battery, so you don't have to worry about keeping this thing charged. It's good. It's good for you. You don't need to worry about it. But if you do want to conserve even more battery, there is an on and off switch on the side of this keyboard, which I will use a lot, especially on the weekends if I'm not actively using this. But what I love is I can take whatever device I want to work with wherever I'm going. So if I want to go work out on the back deck for a little bit, I can just take my tablet and my keyboard with me and be super productive there just working by connecting to my tablet with this keyboard. If I want to come back to my desk and set up my command central, I can easily switch between my different devices using just these three buttons on this wireless keyboard. This might seem a little bit silly, but one of my other favorite features about this keyboard is that it actually has all of the buttons for Mac or for PC. So if you're used to using a PC, you have your Start and your Alt, but if you're used to using a Mac, you have your Alt option or your Command buttons right there on your keyboard as well. So depending whatever you're connected to, you're fully covered, and it's super fantastic. I absolutely love this keyboard. Now, every good keyboard needs a good mouse, and this Logitech Control Plus mouse has been actually really awesome. It's not just your basic mouse. It might look kind of basic, but it's not. Let me tell you about some of the cool features and how I use this mouse to be super productive while working inside of my home office. Similar to the keyboard, you can also connect this just by using this little USB plug to a Mac or to a PC. Now, my absolute favorite part of this mouse is that it has 7 customizable buttons that you can customize depending on your own workflow. On the side of the mouse, you have the dedicated forwards and backwards for when you're web browsing. You also have your left and your right clicks and your scroll in the middle. But what's cool is you can also customize what happens when you push left or right on that scroll bar, as well as your other keys. It adds so much more flexibility to my workflow. It's kind of insane, especially when I can customize it to what I need. It's super easy. The workflow is great. And again, no turning on and off or disconnecting, reconnecting. I just love it. Now, I am all about wireless products. I absolutely love them, but there is also a time and place for wired products. And for me, I'm on a lot of meetings during the day, and my wireless headphones can only last so long. So I actually got these really fantastic wired Sony headphones, fold up really nice and neat, fit perfectly into my bag, especially when I'm commuting during the days that I do go into the office. At home, they store away nice and easy, but I can easily pull them out, connect them straight to my computer, and be ready to go for a call. They're super lightweight, you can barely feel them while they're on you, and what's also cool is that it actually has a microphone built right into your cord. So whether you're on your Zoom meetings or any other platforms, you don't have to worry about having different connections. Everything's working, your headphones, your mic, and you have a great call. Now, I also love these for when I'm working outside. Like I said, I've been trying to spend more and more time out on the porch, just kind of soaking in the outdoors while working, and I have a few guilty pleasure songs in my phone, so as I'm listening to music, I also like to bring these out, and that way the neighborhood doesn't have to hear some of my guilty pleasures. When I'm not working at my actual working desk, when I'm up and about, whether I'm at the kitchen table or on the back deck or even just sitting on the couch for a little bit, my absolute go-to product that I've been using right now has to be my little accessory right here. This is the Commuter lap desk, and just like any other lap desk, it fits really nice onto your lap, but what's super cool about this one is it actually has a spot that pulls out for your laptop or even your tablet. It has a nice grip on it, and my favorite part, let me show you, is actually the back, because you have a lot of options when it comes to how this thing stands. Once you pop this open, you'll see two different stands here, which give you over 20 adjustable angles for a really nice ergonomical screen view. I can set this up on my lap and work straight from my laptop, or I actually also set this up outside when I set up my little mobile desk station on the back deck when I'm working. I can use this either for the computer or for my tablet, and I can get the perfect view that I need. Like I mentioned, I absolutely love working from different locations inside my home. It keeps things exciting, it keeps things fresh, and I have my own little different stations depending on what I need throughout my day. Most of the time I'm starting my day at my actual home office desk. That's where everything is set up, it's fully connected, and everything I need is right there. Once I get up and running and everything's connected and in a really good spot, that's usually when I'll start to move around the house a bit more. In between meetings, I'll step outside if it's nice. I'll go ahead and set up my lap desk, my computer. I have my wireless mouse and keyboard there with me, and I can work as if I was working inside of the house. It's really nice and flexible. Sometimes I don't need the full gear. I just am working on emails or something simple, so a lot of the times I'll just take my laptop to the kitchen table. It's just a handful of steps away from my desk, but there's just something about having that different location that really helps me feel productive. On the really nice days when I know that I can work outside like all day long, that's when I'm gonna set up what I call my mobile desk station. I have my laptop set up on my computer lap desk out there just right on the table. I'll connect a second screen. I've got my Logitech keyboard as well as my mouse there, and I'm just working at optimal speeds. And what's great, as I mentioned about that keyboard, I can easily switch between the different products that I have, my tablet, my phone, or my laptop as I'm working, and just be full productive mode. I absolutely love it. As much as I love analog and working offline, the reality of my job and just how I like to work is that technology is helping me be even more productive. And like I mentioned, Office Depot Office Max have some of the coolest products. I'll link everything for you in the descriptions below so you can check out the keyboard, the mouse, the headphones, or even the lap desk. It's just amazing. And when everything's working together, as you saw, I feel like I'm unstoppable. And that's an amazing feeling to have, especially when you're at home and working in different spaces. Thanks for hanging out with me today as I showed off how I work when working inside my own home office and honestly around my home office. It's not just sticking in one space, but like I mentioned, being productive but also being flexible and mobile really helped me out to be the best that I can be in each one of my spaces. If you have any other questions or comments, make sure to drop them in the comment section below. And like I mentioned, all of the links will be for you in the descriptions as well. And I'll talk with you very soon. See ya.